For years, I chased a version of strength that I thought would make me successful and respected. I wore my ability to handle absolutely everything on my own like a badge of honor. I truly believed that to be powerful, I had to be a fortress impenetrable, always in control, and endlessly productive. But behind that mask, I was running on empty and felt completely disconnected from the real me. It all came to a head when I had to ask myself, if this is what strength feels like, why do I feel so powerless? That one question changed everything. Looking back, I see that my version of strength was a performance. It was a role I felt forced to play, especially at work, where I thought I had to mirror that hard-charging, masculine energy just to be taken seriously. It meant pushing through, no matter what it cost me personally. It meant silencing my own needs, bottling up my emotions, and never, ever asking for help. Why? Because I thought asking for help was a sign of weakness. This traditional idea of strength tells us to be bulletproof, but it comes at a huge price. The constant pressure to be on, the need to control every single outcome. It drove me straight into burnout. On paper, I was a success story. Inside, I felt hollow. I'd lost touch with my intuition, my creativity, and honestly, with the people around me. I had built that fortress so well that even I couldn't find my way out. The worst part wasn't the exhaustion. It was realizing that in my mission to be strong, I had completely abandoned myself. My turning point wasn't some dramatic explosion. It was more like a quiet internal whisper. It was the moment I finally gave myself permission to just stop. To stop pushing so hard, to stop pretending, to stop holding everything together with a death grip. And in that space of surrender, I found something incredible. Real power isn't about force, it's about flow. It was a journey of coming home to myself. I started to realize I'd been clinging to a very narrow, traditionally masculine definition of power, and I was ignoring the other half of the equation. I learned that there is incredible strength in the qualities our society often writes off as soft. Things like vulnerability, being receptive, and listening to your gut, these aren't liabilities. They're your superpowers. This wasn't about becoming weak, it was about becoming whole. It was about understanding that you don't have to choose between being strong and being feminine. The real magic happens when you integrate both. So, what is this true feminine power? Let's be clear, it's not about being passive or submissive. Not at all. It's a completely different kind of strength that's rooted in being, not just doing. For starters, it's anchored in authenticity and vulnerability. It's the power that comes from showing up as you are unapologetically. It's the courage to let your guard down and say, you know what? I don't have all the answers. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's what allows for real, genuine connection. It's also about receptivity and intuition. Instead of constantly pushing and hustling to make things happen, it's about being open enough to receive, whether that's receiving help, a compliment, a new idea, or support. It's about tuning into that quiet inner voice, your intuition, and actually trusting it to guide your next move. And finally, true feminine power thrives on connection. The old model of strength tells you to be hyper-independent, but this new paradigm knows we're so much stronger together. It's about building deep, supportive relationships and realizing that collaboration will always be more powerful than competition. This journey is about giving yourself permission to stop trying so hard to be strong and finally allowing yourself to be truly powerful. It starts with small, deliberate shifts. Here are 3 simple things you can try starting today. First, practice checking in with yourself. A few times a day, just pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? Let the answer surface without judging it. Instead of pushing your feelings down, you're giving them room to breathe, which is a huge part of honoring your true self. Second, get comfortable setting gentle but firm boundaries. Saying no when you don't have the energy or desire isn't selfish, it's an act of radical self-respect. It protects your energy, which is essential for preventing burnout and making space for what truly matters. And third, practice receiving seriously. The next time someone gives you a compliment, just smile and say, thank you, without downplaying it. If a friend offers to help, let them. This simple act starts to undo the belief that you have to do everything alone and opens you up to the support that's all around you. This has been my journey, but I know I'm not the only one who has felt this way. And now I'm curious to hear your story. What does embracing your feminine power look like for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this message hit home, I hope you'll subscribe for more conversations about living a more authentic and truly powerful life.